Alright, I'm back again doing one of these. Had another guy ask if I could do Star Rail, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll do it. And so here I am, because I have nothing better to do. No, I'm kidding. But I'm kind of doing like the same as Genshin. But I'm like, it's a lot harder for me, I think, to like decide what's good and what's bad in this game, because you always run like two pieces of things, or you run like some things on one character, but then a new relic set comes out, and then that one's already better than the older one. So it's gonna be a bit weird, but we're gonna do both relics and Planars and Orbs. So yeah, I didn't do it for the last one, but I was going to, and I was gonna like timestamp everything, but I didn't, and I forgot, and I'm sorry. But so I'll do it for this one. Basically, kind of the same concept as last time, you know. You got the good ones, you know, your tier ones or whatever, and then some other stuff. I have 5 tiers in this one, like one for like you only run two piece, because that's what you do. But honestly, I just put it in like the bottom tier anyway. But we'll go through it. All right, I'll give you my reasoning behind it. Hopefully this gives you, you know, some whatever. And yeah, like some things could definitely be moved around, I ain't gonna lie. But for what it is, and you know, for how like useful some of these are, I think it's fine. All right, we'll do this last time. All right, go from the bottom, work our way up. I think the top ones are kind of, you know, simple, pretty easy to understand. But yeah, I think that'll be it. And we'll start with relics first. So basically, our first one in our very bottom tier, which is probably show it up on screen or something, I don't know. But we got probably not good. These are the ones that are just outclassed in some way, or you'd probably only like to do a 2-piece of it or something else. I don't know. It depends on what you do. But generally, what I think, these aren't very good, and there's definitely better pieces. All right. Your first one, you got Passerby of Wandering Cloud. This is like your healer set, right? So just any type of healer you got, you know, Ho, Lingshot, I think she heals, Gallagher, I don't know, just any healer, all right? You'd run this on them typically, but I don't think it's that good just because like you have other sets that could buff you or like give you like a speed buff, which I think is pretty good. Or they have like a different set that they run, which is probably better, but you know, typically, like generally, I don't think this is that good because it's 2-piece, you get outgoing healing, which is like, you know, more healing, whatever. And then 4-piece is like, okay, you get 1 skill point whenever you go into battle, which is like pretty good if you're running someone like Don Hung or someone that just used a lot of skill points, right? But then there's not that many characters that use that, and with the amount of power creep in this game, you're probably not gonna you're probably not using Don Hung. But yeah, if you are using him and you have a healer and you don't have like Sparkle, probably use the set. It's pretty good. But I just think it's not amazing because like it's very situational, so it's kind of whatever. Next, you got Knight Purity Palace. This is just another tank set. I mean, 4-piece is, I think, increased your damage that can be taken by the shield. Like what? There's 3 shield units in this game, 4 if you're really gonna count March. Fushuan doesn't shield. Who uses Gepard? Aventurine is like, actually Aventurine probably uses set, but it's like only one guy. All right, like this set's whatever. 15% defense, more damage absorption. It's okay. Like if you have I don't have Aventurine, so I don't know if you actually run this set on him. I know he needs defense, so you might run like 2-piece and then like run like Grand Duke or something if you want to do damage. But generally, this is also like a whatever set, unless you have a tank that's, I mean, if you're running like Gepard or something, use it, I guess. But like this set's not very good. All right, Champion of Streetwise Boxing. I mean, who's physical that actually uses this set, you know? What's his name? Argenti, maybe he uses it. Like, there's not really that many physical DPS in this game. Like, you got Argenti, who else? Yunli, Clara. They probably don't use the set. I don't think Clara uses the set. Actually, she used to, okay. But like, this set's hella old. No one's gonna use this. And I think Argenti does follow-up. I could be wrong though. If Argenti doesn't do follow-up, he could use the set, but like you need to get hit 5 times in order to get like the actual effect, which kind of sucks. So it's probably like only for Clara, but who uses her? I think she's just, you know, outclassed by everyone else. So another piece that not very good. Firesmith, I think it's cool, right? I think like it's 2-piece. Obviously you get fire damage for your stereotypical, but your typical you know, fire based set. You just slap this on the like 2-piece, boom. 4-piece, you increase your skill damage by 12%, and then whenever you ult, you get another 12% fire damage, which I think is pretty good. There's not that many fire units that actually use the set because not a lot of them use it because there's other sets that are better. Like Himeko, you never use this on her. You know why? Because you have Duke, all right? Duke is just so much better. You got someone like Firefly. She doesn't use it. What does she do? Break, all right? She ain't using it. Who uses Hook? Nobody. Topaz, Duke. Who else? I don't know. I think that's all the fire units that I could name on top of my head. But yeah, not very good. Probably don't farm it. Whatever. Sizzling Thunder, another one, same thing, kind of like the fire one, I think, but instead of fire damage, you get attack. And this used to be good on King Yuan, my goat. I don't have, but used to use on him. Other than that, a lot of the other electric DPS do not use this, and they're nihility, so who really cares? I mean, if you want to play Survival, you can use on her, but like, if you don't want to clear MOC, I mean, you can use it. I'm kidding, but it's like whatever. Other sets are better, right? But if you have a lot and they're all really good, then I mean, I guess you could use it. But whatever, all right. Thief of Shooting Meteor. This is the other break effect set. It's whatever, I guess. Like you get 16 break effect and then another 16. And when you break somebody, you get energy, which is okay, actually. It's like pretty good. But I think if you're running break effect, you're probably gonna be running Iron Cavalry anyway, because it's just a lot better. Unless you run like 2-piece with it, because Rappa. But I think even then Rappa would just use Iron Cavalry anyway. So it's like whatever, alright? Take everything I say with like a grain of salt, because I'm not the best. That's it for that tier, alright? I mean, like if you really want, because I have Guard of Wuthering Snow, right? The other defense or like defensive set in like the 2-piece, because it's 2 pieces like reduced damage taken by 8%, but I don't think the 4-piece is that good, because it's like, you know, at the beginning of your turn, the HP percent, or if your HP percent is equal to or less than 50, you get HP back, which is like whatever, right? So like you just 2-piece this and then call it a day. If you have a tank and you don't really got like, you know, some other set. But yeah, I mean, you can put that there too, you know. Yeah, we'll put that there too. Guard of Wuthering Snow, probably not good either, all right? Let's leave it at that. Next tier, we got kind of whatever. In my opinion, these like, they're right. You know, they're not crazy good, or just not a lot of people use it, and you know, it's kind of whatever. All right, Glacial Forest, like, okay, if you use this on top of like Herda, I honestly think it's not even that bad, right? If you don't have her main set, which is Scholar or whatever, pretty good for Herda, right? Like the Herda, not Herda. Yeah, but like using on her isn't bad if you already have it. All right, if you don't have it, don't farm it. Please don't farm it. It's just not worth it. That's all I can really think about. I mean, maybe the small Herda could use it too, but why don't you just use Duke? You know, Duke is pretty good. Grand Duke. I love follow-up attack. It's so fun. You know. What's her name? Jingliu. Jingliu can use this too. Pretty good. But there's Scholar. I think it's Scholar. But yeah, Scholar is also really good. So, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, this is a lot harder because newer sets overshadow older sets. So it's like not even, you know, like with Genshin, you have like no bless, and that's just always good. You know, you have like, I don't know, Viridescent, and that's just always good. But these are like, these just get like outclassed. So it's like, kind of hard. All right, but you know, if you have a set, all right, use it. I think it's good. But if you don't have a set, don't farm for it. Just farm the newer ones because they probably have like a better, you know, other piece anyway. So yeah, Wasteland, only really good for Donhung, the dragon one, the cooler one. All right, not the shitter one. No flame. If you want to run like DPS Welt, you can and use this too, but please don't. I mean, who else could use this? Not really anyone, to be honest, because you need the debuff on an enemy. You get the crit rate, and then you need the imprison debuff, which gives you more crit damage, right? Which is I mean, you don't really imprison unless you're running Donhung anyway, so whatever. Next, Longevous Disciple. Pretty good for a 2-piece. 4-piece is also like, who's running an HP scaler that does damage, right? My Day? No, he ain't using this set. Who's the other one? Blade? This guy's trash. I'm sorry. No, he's not. Actually, he is. I lied. But you know, 2-piece, if you run like on a healer, pretty good. Pretty good. 4-piece, you got Blade, and you got My Day. Castorize ain't out yet, and she ain't using this set, so be honest with me, alright? You ain't using this. Please don't get it, or please don't farm for it. Actually, you could, because of Messenger, or like Hackerspace. You know, don't farm for it. Prisoner, really good for Dot. Too bad Dot sucks right now, so I put it here. All right, I think Dot is not very good. Cypher, please save us. I love Dot. I think crit Dot is great. If she can crit and enable crit Dot, I think that would be sick, but I don't know. But this is good for any Dot unit. You run this because you get more attack and you get the ignore defense, which is really good, but you don't really run Dot anymore, so it's kind of whatever. I had 2-piece, but we just put guard down there, so it's whatever. All right, pretty good. All right, this next tier, right? This like there's so many in pretty good because it's like you can put on almost anyone and it'd be like okay. All right, first we got Musketeer. All right, Musketeer, very good. All right, someone like 2-piece, right? Attack percent. Robin, Very good. She scales off attack. More attack, more damage. Oh no. More attack you have, more attack you give to your teammates. Very nice. 4-piece. This is what you really want, alright? The basic attack. If you don't have Wasteland and you're running Dawn Hung, you could use this. If you're running Hunt March, however, this is also really good. I want a 4-piece of this, but I don't have it, and I'm not gonna farm for it because I don't think it's worth it. But it gives you 6% speed, and your basic attack damage is increased by 10%, which is pretty good. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna farm for it because I don't think it's worth it. But its 4-piece is good, and if you have it, use it for like March, Dawn Hung, or anyone that basic attacks, which isn't much. You know what? This should probably be down in the other tier. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's pretty good. Or no, in kind of whatever. Yeah, I'll put it in kind of whatever, because I don't really know any other basic attackers. I don't know how our Gen 2 works, and I think he skills. So this is probably not that good for him. I don't know who else basic attacks, but I could be wrong. Let me know, please. All right. Next set, we got Genius of Brilliant Stars. All right. You're what, like the best set from like 1 point whatever to 2 something, because it just gives you 10% or like 20% ignore defense if you have the quantum weakness on them. Like I think there was like a phase of everyone saying like this is the best. If you don't use it, it's like you're losing damage or whatever. And who cares? All right, this is okay. All right, if you're running like a quantum DPS, you know, Seal maybe, probably not. 2-play Seal, nobody. Jade's pretty good. But if you're running someone with Silver Wolf, right? If you got Silver Wolf and you're running this on them, and you're running a quantum character, then this is pretty good because this gives you a lot of damage. Jade's pretty good, Seal's pretty good, any quantum DPS is pretty good. Who's the gambling chick? I don't know her name, I forgot her name. The one that plays Mahjong, yeah, he uses on her too. It's pretty good. But like, it's only really good if you have Silver Wolf. Honestly, I messed up. All right, this also belongs in kind of whatever. All right, please don't flame me. But yeah, this will also be kind of whatever. All right, next set, Eagle of Twilight Line. This is only good for supports, okay? This, like any support that needs to like move like a lot, this is really good because of its 4-piece. If you just run its 2-piece on a win DPS, there's others. Okay, don't use this. But 4-piece, whenever you ult, you action forward by 25%, which is really good. If you need to like, you know, spend turns and use them and keep using like seals and whatnot, like for buffing, then this is really good. Or if you play some like weird, I don't know, like what's a good build with this? If you just like try and 0 cycle something and you're able to with the action forward, then this sounds pretty good. But if you don't have any pieces of this, don't farm for it. It's not worth it. This, you know, this also belongs in kind of whatever. Sorry. All right, now the actual pretty good ones, okay? Grand Duke, really good. Any follow-up unit will use the set. All right, you get follow-up attack damage, and then you get more follow-up attack damage every time you follow-up attack. Okay, are you following? Because I'm not. Anyways, very good if you follow-up attack damage. All right, someone like Topaz, best set I think. Jade, also best set I think. Herda, like the small one, also very good. Who else follow-up attacks? Doctor Ratio, pretty good. Yeah, I think just anyone who follow-up attacks and, you know, just run this set on them. Himeko, you know, I think very good. Very good damage set. Too bad if you don't have a follow-up attack, it becomes useless. But yeah, Pioneer, Dead Waters, the Acheron set. Honestly, I think this could be on like anyone, because as long as you have a debuff on someone, this will be good. All right, and if you farmed a lot for Acheron and you have like pieces left over and you don't want to really farm for the new ones because you don't really like the other set, or the other set ends up not that good, you can use Pioneer. Pioneer's pretty good because you get the damage increase with the crit rate. I think max 12% if they have 3 debuffs on them, which is really nice. All right, we love that. And yeah, next set we got is Watchmaker. This is the other break effect set, good for a break effect support. All right, I think how it works, whenever this is for the 4-piece, whenever you ult on an ally, so like one target, I don't know if it's a whole, like I don't know if you could just ult the team and it'll work, but you'll just give that ally 30% break effect for 2 turns, which is really good. I want to use it on my Ron May, but I can't because I don't have 4 pieces, and so I'm stuck with 2, which sucks because my Rapid doesn't have enough break effect, in my opinion. But yeah, this is pretty good if you're running break. Only 2 units really. Rappa, Firefly. Good if you're running, you know, I don't know, just anyone. I think this is really good for Ron May. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on how this works. Please correct me, all right? But yeah, that's Watchmaker. Next, we got Cavalry. Really good on break effect, or like break units only. Gallagher could use this, I think, if you want to make them do a bit more damage. Foog. All right, thank you for whoever corrected me. Foog can use the set. Very nice. Ling Shaw I think can use this. I could be wrong, but I think Ling Shaw can use this. Firefly, obviously this is like her set. Who else? Rappa uses this too. Any break unit uses this set. All right, very good. Wind of Soaring Valorous. I think this is the other break effect, or no, not break effect. This is the other follow-up attack set. This is more for somebody like Fei Xiao, really, or Yun Li. Pretty good for those two. Don't really see much else use because something like Grand Duke is just typically better in my opinion because it increases ult damage unless you play like ult Herda, the small one. Then I guess you could use this maybe because after you follow up attack, you get increased ult damage, which I think is like pretty good. That's all I gotta say about that set. All right, Fei Xiao, really good. Yun Li, really good. Next set, we got Scholar. This is your erudition set. Okay, anyone who skills then ults, very, very good. 2-piece, you get crit rate. 4-piece, you increase skill and ult damage. That's right, skill and ult by 20%. And then after you ult, you increase your skill damage by another 25%. Best set for someone probably like, wait, would you use this on Argenti? I feel like you would. Good on Argenti, probably, I think, I don't know. Herda, the Herda, best one. Jing Liu, like her new best set, if you run her. Who else? Someone like, I don't know, Jane Yuan can maybe use this, I think. Actually, maybe not. No, probably just those two. Or those three. Argenti maybe, Yun, no, not Yun Li. Herda, Jing Liu. If you got any other unit that skills and does, you know... Oh, My Day uses this. My Day will use the set, I think. And I think that's about it. Next set we got the... What's called one of the newer ones? Hero of Triumphant. 12% more attack. And then your Memo Sprite, whenever it's on field, increase your speed by 6%. And whenever it attacks, you get both 30 crit damage for you and your Memo Sprite, which is your little, you know, your little teammate that comes with you. So like Mem, or like Lightning Lord, or like whatever Aglaia has. Don't know what she has because I don't have her. But use it on anyone that has the Memo Sprite, right? And that goes off attack. I think this is Jing Yuan's best set. King Yuan even. 30% crit damage, really, really good. It just good damage overall, right? You can use a set if you're farming for it. Poet of Morning Collapse. This is the Quantum set. This is the Castorai set, okay? Triby, really good. Quantum damage by 10. You get slower by 8%, which is fine. Because when you're at 95 speed or lower, you get 32% crit rate. Or if you're at 110 or lower, you get 20. Which is, Jesus, oh my god, it's so much crit rate. But, hey, it's really good, okay? It's a lot of crit rate. You run crit damage body all the time probably. Or you run like crit rate body if you don't have enough crit rate. But 32% crit rate, really, really good, really nice, all right? That's that, a pretty good. Final tier, I think, I won't say best, but just the ones that are very good, all right? We got something like Messenger, all right? Hacker Space, increase speed by 6%. And then whenever you ult an ally, all allies get their speed increased by 12%, which is very, very good. All right, more speed, more turns, more damage. Very good. All right, get the set if you don't have it. You run 2-piece and run another 2-piece speed, which is the next set being Relived Ordeal, which is basically the Sunday set, or like the Remembrance MC set, or like the Triby set, I think. Just any support that can, you know, whenever you skill or ult on one target, they get their crit damage increased by 18%, and it can stack up to 2 times, so you get 36%. And this is good for someone like, I think, Sparkle? Just any Harmony unit, probably not, what's her name? Robin. But I think Triby can use this, I think, but it's probably better for her to run Poet, because I think the damage from her is also really, really good. But Sunday, Remembrance MC, Sparkle, I think. Anyone that can buff you. Alright, anyone that can buff you on like single target, really, really good. And that's it. That's all the relics. Hopefully it's not too long. If it is, I'm sorry. This could probably be really long. Because now we have Planars next, alright? And after this, you don't have to hear my voice anymore because I am probably annoying. But this is the planner section, alright? Planners, I love planners. Planners, ropes, let's go, okay? First one we got in the bottom tier. This is kind of the same thing, alright? This is like the bottom tier, but you know, the not very good ones, alright? The ones that I think just aren't too amazing. Bellabog, you get 15% defense. If you have 50% effect hit rate, you get another 15. Who likes it? Nobody, alright? Maybe Aventuring if you need it, alright? Whatever. We're gonna speedrun this. Celestial Differentiator. You get crit damage, and if you have crit damage that is 120% or higher, the wearer's crit rate increases by 60% until the end of their first attack, which sucks because you have one attack and you're done. So who cares? Next set, you got Talia, Kingdom of Banditry. This is really good for someone like Boot Hill, and that's it. Who uses Break Effect? Nobody, because they use the other set. So this is whatever. Next up we got is the very, very new one, Giant Tree of Wrapped Brooding. I don't know who uses set, and I don't think it's worth it. But you get your speed increased by 6%, and if you're at 135 or 180, you get outgoing healing increased by 12 or 20%. Bro, you need 180 speed. Who has that? Nobody. Okay, maybe now. There's like 3 sets I can give you. That's beside the point. Okay, the outgoing healing is so fake. You don't ever need it. It's not worth it. You know, just salvage it for whatever it's called. Okay, that's it for the not very good. Okay tier, we got Space Sealing Station. Okay, this is actually pretty good. I have a really good set, and I still use it. But basically, you get 12% attack. If you get 120 speed, you get another 12%. Boom, that's it. Simple, easy, very good. Love it. All right. Next up, we got Fleet of Ageless. Okay, get increased 12% HP. Very good. If you have 120 speed or more, then all your allies get a increased attack by 8%. Pretty good if you've been there since the beginning and you farmed it for a support unit. And if you still got it, it's pretty okay to use. If you don't got something better, at least. Next up, we got the Cosmic Enterprise, or Commercial Enterprise. This is the Black Swan set. Alright, so I did a pretty bad explanation for the set, but basically you get affected rate 10%, and then if you have 100% affected rate, you get 25% increase in attack, which is like okay, but this is really only good for Black Swan, so anyone else, it kind of sucks. And this should be in the bottom tier, so yeah. Very mediocre, not very good. Well, I'd say it's okay. Glamith, I like it, but I don't like it at the same time, because you get the 12% attack, and if you have speed that's 135 or 160, then you get increased damage of 12% or 18%. And let's be honest, your main DPS doesn't always have 160 speed, so it's very hard unless you have units that buff your speed, then it'll be pretty good. But there's better sets that do better things, so this is generally like whatever. Next, in my opinion, because this is very, very conditional, Sigonia, which is the one with Izumo. You get crit rate, very nice, 4% crit rate. And whenever a target is defeated, you get 4% crit damage, stacking up to 10 times, so max up 40. It's really good for only Pure Fiction. Alright, you will only use this in Pure Fiction, nowhere else, because there's never really that many waves of enemies. And so it's never, you know, really worth it, because you probably get max of like 12% crit, maybe 16. So it's okay, alright. Next tier, we got the pretty good ones, or just good, alright. First one, we got Inert Sao Soto. Honestly, if you haven't farmed these already, don't farm it, it's probably not worth it. But you get 8% increased attack, and if you have 50% crit rate or higher, you will get increased ult and follow-up attack damage. So honestly, someone like Jade, pretty good with this if you don't have the other one like the Duran or something. Someone like Herda, pretty good. Not the Herda, but Herda. Himeko, not bad either. Only follow-up attack units or ultimate damage units. That's where I use it. Rudolent Arena, really good for Herda. The Herda, alright. The Hunt March, right, the imaginary one. And Jing Leo, also really good. But basically the set, you get 8% crit rate. If you have 70% or higher, your skill and basic attack is increased by 20%. Really good, but only for units that have basic and skill. Izumo, really good. Increase your attack by 12%. And if you are the same path as your teammate, so if you're running like Destruction, Erudition, Nihility, then you'll get an increase of 12% crit rate. Someone like Acheron, really good. But if you run like 2 Destruction units, you can use this because it's just 12% crit rate. Very good. Or if you run like, I don't know, 2 Erudition like Jade and Herda, then this is also pretty good. But it's just 12% crit rate, so it's pretty good. Alright. Duran, you get increased follow-up attack damage, and whenever you hit somebody with a follow-up attack, you get more. No, that is what it is. Next, you got Duran. Whenever you follow-up attack, you get a stack, max of 5. Those stacks increase your follow-up damage, and when you hit 5, you get 25% increase in crit damage, which is someone good, or which is really good for someone like Fei Xiao, Yun Li, I don't know, Jade maybe? Probably good for Jade. And with that follow-up attack, very good. I think March 7 can use it too, the Hunt one. But I think Izumo and Rudolent's better. But yeah, they're rad. Next, you got Forge of the Kaupani. Lantern, Firefly, Gallagher, Ling Sha. No, not Ling Sha. The other one. Actually, probably Ling Sha. I think she breaks. Foog, Rabba. Those 5, very good. Any break effect unit, maybe Harmony MC. All right. Very, very good. All right, next one. We got, you know, some of the newer ones. I don't farm this, but we got the Wondrous Banana. Love the name. But you get increase of crit damage by 16%. And when your, what's it called? When your Memo Sprite is on field, you get an additional 32% crit damage. Jingyuan, Aglaya, maybe Castorice? I don't know, actually. Maybe Castorice. Does My Day summon a thing? Don't know, but if he does, very good for him. The Mem person, Remembrance MC, very, very good. Because this is like 48% crit damage. Who doesn't like that? All right, very good in my opinion. All right, next we got Bone Collection. This is the actual like Castorice set. You get 12% increase of HP, which is really nice. And when your HP is 5,000 or higher, your Memo Sprite and yourself gets 28% crit damage, which is pretty insane. All right, if you're going for Castorice, use this set. This is our best one. And I think Tribby uses this too. I could be wrong, but I think Tribby uses this also. So that's that for the good tier. Now for the very good. All right, I think these ones are pretty obvious. They're usually always the support sets. Because, you know, why else would, you know, why wouldn't they be? First one, we got Von Whack. All right, 5% increase in energy regen. Very nice. And if you have a speed of 120 or higher, you get an action forward of 40% when you hop in battle. Very good for support. Maybe Ron May if you're running her. But basically, anyone that needs to go first, all right? Someone like Robin, right? You skill, then you ult. Boom, don't care about her for the rest of the game. But you usually don't have that much speed on her, so kind of hard to get the 40% action advance. But anyone that needs to go first, all right? Use the set on them. Very, very good. I think Von looks amazing. Too bad I don't have any. Broken Keel. If you have, I think, at least 10% effect res? No. If you have 30 effect res, then all allies get crit damage by 10%. Very nice. I think effect res is pretty good because you're also putting on a support, so they won't get stunned as often, right? If you don't get frozen as often. Damn you. Put a unit up on screen. I don't know. I forgot their name. But yeah, damn you, that person. All right. But 10% crit damage. Very nice. Love that. Penacony. Land of Dreams. All right. Land of the Free. No, I lied. Also, energy regen. And if you are the same type as if you have this equipped on someone like Ron May, it'll increase any other ice damage person by 10%. So if you have Ron May and Jingliu and you're using them together, Jingliu's damage will increase by 10% because they're the same element. Say someone use like Pella, right? Pella is ice, and maybe use her with Herda for some reason, then she will get increase in damage by 10% because she's ice as well. Or Remembrance MC and the Herda, then Herda's damage gets increased by 10%. You following? All right. Finally, all right, Broken Seas or Sunken Seas, I think it's called. Basically, also energy regen. And if that unit you have it equipped on is not in the first slot, then the person in the first slot will get increase in attack by 12%, which is really nice. And I think honestly pretty good, which I might farm, but I don't need the other set. I don't need the bananas. So yeah, anyways, that's that. Hopefully this helps that one person that asked for it. And if there's anything I made wrong or like any mistakes, because I know there is, and I don't have a lot of these units, so I don't know what's good on them and what's not. So don't blame me if I, you know, got something wrong, like, oh, you didn't talk about Boot Hill with this set. Man, I don't care about Boot Hill. I'm joking. I like Boot Hill. Boot Hill's cool. Topaz and Nummy, whatever. All right, but you know, if I made something wrong, let me know. I'll hopefully I answer it. I probably will. And yeah, that's about it. I don't have too much else to say other than the fact that Castorice might be broken as hell. But oh, I do want to say something though. If you care about her global passive and you're mad about it, who gives a fuck? All right, I think she's cool. Not really. Actually, I wasn't gonna pull for her initially, but now I am because of things, which I will tell in the future because I will make a video on her, I think, maybe. But yeah, she's great, and I don't really care about the global passive, and I think the people bitching about it are, you know, like, bro, it's a gacha game. Come on, man. Leave it be. It ain't do nothing wrong to you. All right, anyways, I'm done talking. That's it. That's this, you know, hopefully this helps. And yeah, let me know if I got anything wrong. If I did, tell me, please. I need to know, because I am not a guide maker. I don't think I will ever be, but I will give away information that I think is helpful. And yeah, hopefully your account doesn't suck because of me and of my false info. No, this is all somewhat true. Please tell me it's somewhat true. I don't know. Please tell me. I don't know. Okay, yeah, goodbye.